Less than a week after Bahrain's government banned protests, 5 bombs detonated across the capital Monday, intensifying concern about an escalation in violence amid frustrations over the pace of political reform. Protests have been an ongoing feature of life in Bahrain over the past 21 months. But the bombings, which killed 2 people and seriously injured a third, represented a rare attack on civilians, and spurred finger-pointing between activists and the Sunni government. Protesters, who are predominantly Shiite, have been calling for more jobs, political representation, educational opportunities, and better housing. While the nation is governed by Sunnis, the population is 70% Shiite, and Shiite youth activists in Bahrain, many demanding the downfall of the monarchy, have grown more radical in the past year, and some have used homemade weapons, including bombs, to attack police, according to the Wall Street Journal. Do you know the difference between Sunni and Shiite Islam? Take our quiz. No one has claimed responsibility for yesterday's violence in Manama. The Interior Minister said yesterday that the bombs were homemade, describing the coordinated blasts as terrorist attacks. It's bombings been a pattern, but 5 in one day, we haven't seen that in 20 months, said the spokesman for the Information Affairs Authority, Fateh al-Binali. The state newspaper, Al-Ayam, described the attacks as a desperate attempt to destabilize the kingdom, and stir in fright and panic in citizens and residents in order to adversely impact the wheel of development and productivity. The newspaper goes on to say that evil minds planted the bombs in order to instill fear and panic in the streets. One victim reportedly kicked a bomb in front of a movie theater yesterday, setting it off, and both victims are reported to be Asian street cleaners, according to Reuters. The New York Times reports that the government has frequently invoked terrorism when describing its opponents, or has cast them as accomplices in a foreign plot. It has cited the use of incendiary devices like Molotov cocktails by some protesters as a reason for the forceful response by the riot police. Opponents of the government, on the other hand, claim that the government coordinated the violence in an effort to justify its recent crackdown on protests, according to a separate Reuters article. Bahrain, when it temporarily banned all public demonstrations last week, threatened legal action against any group that backs rallies or protests, according to the Christian Science Monitor. This incident is strange. Why would anyone target workers? An opposition politician, Matar, told Reuters. I'm worried that police and military are losing control of their units, or it is preparation before declaring martial law, Mr. Matar of the Shiite party with FAQ said, suggesting the police or military might be responsible for the attack.